And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel. You beautiful people guys, hopefully you are all having an amazing day wherever you are in this world. Comment that down below. What time is it? Hashtag self-developed army, and let's get this video going. So guys, with that said, straight to it in today's video, I titled it, Men Are No Longer Needed. Now, yes, guys, this is a very scary video title, and this is true. This is becoming more true every single day, and this is why I need to make this video, because believe me, mark my words, it will only get worse until you and I are no longer needed whatsoever, and we are kicked off the face of the planet of Earth. I don't know if I said that right. We are kicked off the face of planet Earth. So guys, yes, men are becoming disposable. I mean, men have always been disposable. This is kind of one of the burdens of our responsibility, which we take that feminists don't like to admit or acknowledge. You know, men go to wars, men work the hardest jobs in the entire world because men are disposable of. Men are, even though men will protect the masses, women are more valued, or are valued more as treasure than men will be, and I think this is pretty obvious. Women, of course, can bear children. Men cannot, so men kind of, you know, they get the scraps. It's like, you know, go to war, go do this. If they die, not a big deal. As women, we do everything to protect you guys. I say we. I mean, I'm really looking at the greats who have built this entire country and economy that we live in. Now, with that said, those men who have built this society, these buildings, the condo I live in, this infrastructure that is able to run, right? Social media, everything, guys. Just the world we live in. These were some of the strongest, most alpha men known to human nature. I mean, throughout all history, guys, tribes, lineage, back in Jesus' times, guys, thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, men were these shakers and breakers. These were immovable men, mountains, strong. They were conquerors. They conquered land. Alexander the Great, guys, all these people, they just moved, okay? Now, those men were extremely needed. You could not, even though they were more disposable, because that's just what happens by being a man. You know, we take risks. Men have a higher suicide rate. Men die more in the workforce, in their jobs. Men go to prison. Men are just more disposable. It's just what happens to us, okay? However you choose to believe in it, and that's why, you know, male privilege, this idea is complete BS. There's no such thing as that. Men have it far worse than women do, so if women would like to have all the same consequences or downside as men, then sure, you know, then we can be on the same playing field, but there's no such thing as male privilege. That's a lie. Men, like I said, back in those days, they were needed. They were so valued. They really just offered so much to the table. But in today's world, especially in the society we live in, you know, like literally it keeps getting worse. So till this day right now, men are more useless than ever. Men, you know, due to multiple reasons. I mean, we could blame it on like what we're eating or what we're watching, but at the end of the day, guys, we're just all useless simps, okay? Women are now becoming men, and this is part of the reason, and this is part of what I wanted to speak of here. A good quote that comes to mind, which is really scary to think of, but just take a second and think about it, is women are becoming the men they want to marry. Oh, that is creepy. That is so weird. Oh my gosh, when I think about it, all these women now are super career focused. They're very masculine. My last video, if I remember, I'll link it up here, I spoke of 3 physical traits or red flags to look out for, and more or less, they were all just indicative or pointing towards women looking like men nowadays. Women are becoming men, period, and men are becoming women. Men are becoming so useless, and I'm not saying that it's because they're like women, you know, no, not at all, but you think of it like this. The reason men are becoming useless nowadays is because, one, society is doing everything they possibly can to kick us to the curb, right? I mean, government is becoming the new dad. That's really what's happening, guys, and that's really scary, because when we are completely disposed of, we have no say in anything. Like, we're literally, you know how they say women are for the streets? No, it'll be men will be for the streets. Bro, there'll be no point for us. The amount of divorce, right? What's the statistic? 70 or I think 90% of all divorces are initiated by women, right? I was just watching the Kim Kardashian and Kanye thing, and like I was watching a TikTok of Kim saying like, the only reason I divorced Kanye was because of his personality. And whether that's true or not, that's not the point. But women are completely just obliterating men. Like, dude, we are getting kicked to the curb, kicked to the street, left, right, and center. And the worst part is, guys, is 95% of it is all our faults. We've allowed this to happen. Like I said beforehand, when I alluded to the very beginning of the video, the greats, Alexander the Great, all these conquerors, you know, guys like Abraham Lincoln, I mean, you know, regardless of what they did, yo, these men were alpha AF. Okay, those men, women could not kick to the curb. You guys need to understand this, okay? I saw an Instagram quote the other day, and I mean, this is pretty common sense. Men can only be pushed if they allow women or individuals to push them. So it really comes down to us. So many men nowadays are simps. We're losers. We look like women. They're all wearing dresses and painting their nails. Like, it's really scary. And it's scary because it's all a plot. And, I post on TikTok because I run my business on social media. And, I see the majority of men who comment back on my stuff. And it's terrifying. It's really scary. Like, this is my mission to Earth, and then I die, to bring back masculinity. And I know that sounds super macho, like, again, this is all a brainwashing that somehow that's bad or that's oppressive or men are all tyrants and they're going to beat people up. No, not at all. I mean, strong men are the entire reasons you and I are here, period. It's the reason you and I eat, buddy. All the farmers, all the construction workers, they're all men. The reason you have food on your table is because of men. Yes, you entitled feminist 13-year-old girl who's commenting. It's so sad, guys, because the most entitled individuals who make the most amount of noise on how they're oppressed in ABCD are the most, like I said, entitled. They're the most privileged, period. This idea of oppression, guys, I'm not saying it's fake. No, there are real people who are oppressed. But if you're living in North America, Canada, US, or a first world country, you're not oppressed. I don't care what argument you have, you are not oppressed. Okay? You want to go to North Korea, you want to go to communist countries, which is what our country will soon become the way it's moving. You will face oppression. We will face real oppression. Which is a very terrifying thought because that's the way things are going. That is what the far left is definitely pushing towards all of us, that capitalism is wrong, that building your own business, making your own money is wrong. The government should own everything, everything gets completely well distributed or evenly distributed to each person, which gives them absolutely no drive to contribute or want to move forward. It's kind of like crabs in a bucket. And with communist countries, I know this is a complete side tangent, but there's no such thing as religion. There's reasons for this. They abolish religion. And you cannot have a faith because you are just another cog in the wheel, right? So I'm kind of speaking of a ton of things here, guys. This is more of a open-ended video, but yeah, men are being completely disposed. It was never like this 50 years ago, 100 years ago. It only started, I would say, as the past like 15, 20 years ago, fourth wave feminism. And it's very scary because if men are being disposed of, number one, that's our fault. We're allowing this to happen. And I'm about to speak of the solution on how to fix this. But then we all die. This is what women don't understand either. Like, this backfires to you. When you mistreat men and you kick them to the curb and, I don't know, ABCD, that really screws you over and your child over. That's a lose-lose situation for everyone. You no longer eat. Okay? And again, the replacement towards us as literal men will be the government. But don't think that... It's so funny, man. Women, and I know I'm kind of like ranting and venting at this point, but women will leave strong, righteous men who have their best interests to go work for another corporation run by a man who does not give a flying fuck about you. That's exactly what happened in my life. But it is what it is, man. Women are becoming men. They're being led astray as if what is really good for them is the corporation is chasing their financial dreams, which, statistically does not bring a woman happiness whatsoever. What brings a woman true happiness is raising children and being a woman. But again, our society has completely fooled them. And like I said, women are now becoming the men they want to marry. So when they do try to marry these men, there'll be no attraction because you've already eaten him. You've already become him. Why would you need a duplicate? The way to solve all of this is for women to back down into their place as women, and I don't mean that in a derogative way whatsoever, but to stop being men and to allow men to be men again, to be like Alexander the Great, and to bring this video full circle to us men because this is our fault. How do we fix this? We become men again. We become like Alexander the Great. We become these individuals that cannot be disposed of. You cannot. Even if you don't like me, you can hate me, you cannot deny the fact that what I'm doing is creating momentum waves and healing the world around us. That is our job. So that's really the answer, guys. That's the whole point of this channel. At the end of the day, it's for you as men, for us, to become self-developed, to move forwards into your fitness, your business, your side passions, to become based as men, to move closer towards religion, towards God, towards patriarchal systems that encourage this. That's the whole reason I follow religion in the first place, and that's why all men should be religious, despite, what beliefs you have about it. Religion is patriarchal AF. It is the epitome of patriarchy. It's the epitome of leadership, of moving forward, period. Abrahamic ones in particular. So I'd recommend it. Again, you don't need to follow it, but I would recommend it. It definitely has helped me tremendously. So that is that, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, this has nothing to do with me hating women. In fact, I love women more than 98% of individuals. I love them so much that I want to fix the degeneracy in which we are living in now, because it's not working. I don't care what political idea or belief you have. It's not working. Divorce rate's never been higher. Abortion rate's never been higher. There are no such thing as families anymore. In fact, the exact statistic for nuclear families in America, I believe, is 18%, and that is only decreasing. Families are breaking apart, and we know statistically that that influences or affects a child's livelihood tremendously in negative ways. I mean, the highest percentage of people in prison are black people, and that's not really because of any political reason. That's simply because they are the highest race of individuals without fathers. That's the correlation. Again, it has nothing to do with maybe anything you see on TV. It's no, when we don't have fathers, bad things happen. It didn't matter what race you are, what color. It does not matter. Bad things happen. Obesity goes up. Poverty goes up. You search this up. When a child does not have a nuclear family, but particularly a father, good luck to that kid. Good luck to that kid. My father died when I was 14 years old. I stopped talking to him when I was 10 years old. Thank God. I mean, that's the entire reason I have this channel. Thank God I took my mission into my own hands, and I found mentors. I found men stronger and better than me that could show me the way. Because if I didn't, I would be a wreck, like the majority of men. So that's why I have this channel. It's the entire reason. It's to help men become better men. So thank you guys. I love you all. Have an amazing day. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish it here with the final plugs. If you guys are interested and would like to work with me on a personal level, guys, now is your chance. For the next month of August, guys, I have deducted all the services, yes, coaching and the workshop, guys, by 40%. I have never done a sale this big. In fact, I never do sales on self-developed whatsoever, but I'm looking to gain at least another 10 to 15 men. So if you guys are watching this and there are still spots open, which at recording this there are, come join the team. Use the sale, guys. Abuse the sale. 40% off coaching, one-on-one and group coaching, guys, which is even cheaper than one-on-one coaching, guys. Now is your chance. Join the tribe. Run it up, guys, because once spots are full, I'm going back to normal pricing. Again, this is just for the month of August or until spots fill up. There's always the course as well, guys, already cheap and affordable for every single one of you. You guys know the flex, improving your entire lives as men. You can go download the free half-an-hour version below to get yourself a teaser, and I'll finish it there, guys. You can support Edge. Come on. Coupon code Hammond, just a simple white t-shirt. Logos are on the back, and that is that. All right, I've been talking quite a bit. My throat, my voice, my face gets red when I talk a lot because there's just so much passion and vigor coming through. So use this information, guys. Do not allow yourself to be disposable as a man, because believe me, our society is doing everything they possibly can through media, pop culture, women to dispose you. And if you think this is not real, it's probably too late. You will be disposed of. Give it a couple years, I promise you. So fight back against that. Become like Alexander the Great, so no matter what, even if they hate you, they can't dispose you. That's the goal. That's how we bring back patriarchy. That's how we bring back order and virtue. And women, everything else will fall into place naturally. But it starts with us. Okay? Thank you, guys. Go use that sale below. I'll see you on the other side, and we'll finish it there, okay? Thank you. Till then, much love. Peace.